From the Opelka Studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU update with John Helsley. I'm Jenni Carlson. John, Oklahoma State, big win over the weekend on Saturday. It was a blowout. We haven't seen one of those in a while from the Cowboys.
Especially at home. I mean, it seems like everything comes difficult for the Cowboys. But they were without LeBron Nash. It set up as a game that looked like it could be a real trouble spot for them. But they played well. They played well collectively. Got some great contributions from some guys who really haven't played a lot of minutes. Mark Suchek, Cesar Guerrero. Philip Jerk started. He hasn't necessarily been playing a lot. Really played well, played together as a team.
Well, what does that mean heading forward? I mean, you talk about losing LeBron Nash, who has been a big contributor, and you've got these other guys stepping in and playing really well. What could that mean heading forward?
I think it does mean a lot going forward. And we're looking always with this OSU team for reasons to believe that they could be a lot better next year. I think Saturday was a good case of that. They've been inconsistent. That's been the biggest gripe with this bunch. But when they play well, and it's a bunch of freshmen for the most part, they look like they have a chance to be pretty good down the road. Now,
they beat Texas A&M on Saturday, and their prize is a quick turnaround to play Kansas on Monday, a big Monday game. How does this game set up for the Cowboys?
It's going to be interesting, I think. I think there'll be a big crowd there to kind of say goodbye to Keaton Page, who's been a great Cowboy. I think Kansas might have a little bit of a letdown after a huge win on Saturday against Missouri. OSU's going to have Philip Jerk back. They didn't have him in the game in Lawrence. They need a big body in there to just try to contend with Thomas Robinson. Still not a great matchup overall, but I expect a pretty good effort out of the Cowboys.
You mentioned Keaton Page. He's still, obviously, there's still the buzz about the 40-point game a couple games ago, and now his last game at Gallagher-iba. I mean, where do you sort of put his career? Put it in context for us a little bit, John.
We've been having this discussion with Travis Ford for a few weeks now, and number one, Travis wants to put him up there with the all-time greats at OSU. Statistically, he's on some of those charts. But you're talking about a program that has 17 All-Americans and a lot of other all-conference types. I put it today in the paper as he's a great Cowboy. He's a guy that grew up wanting to play at OSU, dreamed of being there, has represented the university very well, and has been a very good player along with that. So I say he's a great Cowboy, not necessarily one of the Cowboy greats.
All right, thanks, John. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.